People of the State of Michigan versus Amara Marie Cruz, 2023516. Ms. Cruz is here appearing by video with her attorney, Mr. Knopfsinger, and Mr. Marvin is the prosecutor. And it's my understanding that this case is resolved. So, Ms. Cruz, if you'd raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, thank you. What's the offer, Mr. Marvin?
It's to plead to an amended information which has been filed and received by the court, and that's to fleeing fourth. Everything else will be dismissed, and we are also recommending no further jail time served.
Is that correct, Mr. Knopfsinger?
That's accurate, Your Honor.
Ms. Cruz, the offer is that you plead to a charge of fleeing and eluding in the fourth degree. And that is
Yes.
a felony punishable by up to 2 years in prison and or a fine of up to $500. And the Secretary of State shall suspend your driver's license for 1 year. The more serious charge of fleeing and eluding in the third degree, the 5-year felony, would be dismissed, and the charge of child abuse would also be dismissed. In addition, the prosecutor would recommend time served at the time of sentencing. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, it is.
Are you currently on probation or parole?
No.
So then how do you plead to the charge of fleeing and eluding in the fourth degree?
Guilty.
Has anyone promised you anything other than what we've talked about in court today?
No.
Did they threaten you?
No.
Are you doing this of your own free will?
Yes.
Do you understand that if your plea is accepted, you'll not have a trial of any kind, and you'll be giving up the right you would have had at trial, including the right to be tried by a jury, to be presumed innocent until proved guilty, to have the prosecutor prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you are guilty, to have any witnesses against you appear at trial and to be able to question those witnesses that appear against you, to have the court order any witnesses you want for the defense to appear at trial. You'd have the right to remain silent during the trial and to not have that silence used against you. And you'd also have the right to testify at trial if you want to testify. You understand you're giving up all those rights by pleading guilty.
Yes, I do.
You also understand that if your plea is accepted, you may be giving up the right to appeal certain issues that would otherwise be appealable if convicted at trial. Further, any appeal from your conviction and sentence pursuant to the plea would be by application for leave and not by right, as if you went to trial.
Yes.
Okay. So it says here that on or about October 8th, 2020, you were in the city of Three Rivers, the county of St. Joseph, in the state of Michigan. Is that true?
No, I was in Sturgis.
Yeah, it would appear you were in Sturgis. The information's wrong. Yeah. Oh, I read it wrong. County of St. Joseph, city of Sturgis. So you were in Sturgis, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, it said that you were being the driver of a motor vehicle to whom was given a visual or audible signal by hand, voice, emergency light, or siren by Officer Peterson, a police officer who was in uniform, and the officer's vehicle was identified as an official police vehicle acting in the lawful performance of his duties, directing you to bring your vehicle to a stop, and you willfully failed to obey such a direction. Tell me what happened that makes you guilty of this.
I knew the officer was there to arrest my sister because she had a warrant. And instead of unlocking the doors and letting him take her, I pushed the gas pedal and left.
Okay. And in the process of that, you went through a construction zone and blew out 3 of your tires?
3 of my sister's tires, but yes.
Okay. All right. So you didn't get too far before your car was disabled?
No.
All right. All right. Are counsel satisfied that a factual basis has been established by the defendant's statement of facts?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are either counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or inducements?
No.
No, Your Honor.
Does the court comply with the court rule?
Yes.
It so has.
I find the plea made is accurate, understanding, voluntary. There's a factual basis. Therefore, I accept the plea. Set this for sentencing on July 23rd. And as I said, Ms. Cruz, you need to do all that stuff we talked about off the record. So Fill out
Yes.
the packet, get the DNA sample done, and then make sure you have the interview completed and review the report before you come to court, or before we do it again in court. Okay?
Okay. Yep.
All right, good.